morning folks, good afternoon and good evening. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, my name's Luna Rhodes, channel name Luna Avenger. So thank you ever so much for joining me. So your girl has been away. It's been a minute since I was last on YouTube because I'll be honest, my time has been monopolized by work, man. It's been busy, but we're back and it's already autumn. But we're back and I briefly want to talk about some of the fantastic content that's been dropping recently, notably The Penguin.
Boy, you guys are a hell of a duet here.
But guys, if you're new to my channel, it'd be much appreciated if you could subscribe, hit that thumbs up as well as that notification bell for more content. But just taking a few steps back, Matt Reeves' The Batman. Now that was a masterclass on how to revitalize a beloved character for a more intense and fresh take. Now, this doesn't by no means take away the brilliance of Christopher Nolan's The Dark Knight trilogy, because The Dark Knight, the sequel, for me, one of the best superhero movies of all time. Goodbye. I think this is unanimous. But The Batman, that was a bold reimagining. It was not even a reimagining, it was more so a noir investigative Batman, which is very much aligned to the comic book iteration. And I thought it was a very audacious take on the character and a really creative and intriguing film in its entirety. Now the movie had a tapestry of fantastic performances, but notably was Colin Farrell's The Penguin. He absolutely nailed it.
Go on, girl. Go on, you girl.
At times, I was left completely bemused and flummoxed that is Colin Farrell really underneath all those prosthetics, because first of all, the prosthetics was fantastic, the costuming. It's just he became a complete different entity. His performance was just outstanding, just so good. I mean, it is up there, okay? So when they announced that they were going to do a spin-off show of The Penguin, I was completely here for it and invested. So I recently watched episode 1. Solid debut. Whew, let me tell you, Colin Farrell, absolutely outstanding performance once again. He's kind of delivering a Al Capone-esque iteration of The Penguin.
You want to do it now? You want to go mad now?
He brings an old school mobster-esque kind of vibe to the character, combining a very gritty and raw menacing charisma, if you catch my drift. He's taken the role, it's just it. This is one of his best performances.
Can you imagine to be remembered like that?
His portrayal really captures the ruthless ambitions of a mobster on the road to becoming a kingpin, and I was here for it. And what I really appreciated about the debut episode is that the story succinctly flowed from the movie onto the series, so there's coherent storytelling. And yes, Colin Farrell is outstanding, but then we have a fantastic supporting cast. Starting off with Michael Carmine's daughter, Sophia. I beg we have a new villain on top, okay? I believe the actress's name is Cristin Milioti. She was sublime. When I tell you that she just oozed threat. She was ruthless, malevolent, psychotic, all the ingredients needed for a well-crafted villain, and I was here for it. She was almost like a reimagining of a Harley Quinn-esque type of character. Even when there's a point in the episode when she's sitting across the Penguin, she's trying to probe him to inquire about her brother's whereabouts. I actually felt worried for the Penguin because the way she emoted threat, I was absolutely here for it. And then you have a well-seasoned actor and very recognizable face, Clancy Brown, playing the boss. I really did appreciate his addition in the cast and his role. And of course, the young ingenue, the protege type of character. If you watch the episode, he's a young hoodlum that the Penguin takes under his wing. Pardon the pun, but he takes under his wing. So it's like we're going to get a kind of mentor, protege kind of arc. But it'll be intriguing to see how they're going to take and develop that story, if he's going to become this autonomous villain himself. So I'm intrigued to see how that story is going to play out. But as I say, This was a very solid debut episode, and I really appreciated the cinematography, the color palette, the compositioning of how this episode was shot. We more or less get that consistent, dark, gritty atmosphere and rich color palette from the movie as we transition into the series. But I also appreciated that whilst we get the dark, rain-sodden streets of Gotham, they also migrated into the suburban, rich and middle class areas. I really appreciated that. It was almost like a breath of fresh air, to be honest, because yes, Gotham, the way it's portrayed in Matt Reeves' Batman was in of itself its own character. With the movie, The Batman, you couldn't really put a timestamp on it. You couldn't really know what year this movie was shot, but the fact that they've migrated the landscape to the suburban residential areas, it kind of gives a sense that this is being shot in real time, and it kind of gives that sense of realism to the show, which I really did appreciate. So we've kind of got this, as I say, Al Capone-esque type of character who's also has really good comedic timing at the same time, but shot in a modern day Gotham. So all in all, a solid debut episode. I look forward to episode 2. Guys, please comment below. Do you agree with many of my points, with the fact that yes, a fantastic cast held together by an outstanding performance by Colin Farrell, but we have really intriguing supporting characters and all with the right ingredients to give me that malevolent villain. And it's just all about craft your villains first. I always say this with any movie or TV series, and I think they've nailed it thus far. I know it's just episode 1, but I think they've done a good job thus far. As I say, please comment below, let me know your thoughts on this series. I've thoroughly enjoyed it, and I look forward to episode 2. They've hooked me. With series, you got to give me the hook. You got to hook me in first episode. If it's slow, listen, I love character moments and dialogue and, you know, compelling storytelling and slow pace to a point, but you got to hook me, and they certainly did with episode 1, especially at the end when the Penguin's being interrogated by Mine's daughter and they're almost severing his arm, and then that car just crashes into the building. That was so brilliantly done. Loved it. So as I say, please comment below, let me know your thoughts on episode 1 of The Penguin. Please subscribe. I'm on the road to 10k subscribers. It'd be much appreciated if you could support the channel, and I'll be back with more talk on the shows I have been watching. I got a follow-up video, and that's going to be completely focused on another show which has completely monopolized my time, which is Fright Night, $1 Million Heist. So please tune in for that, and I shall see you on the flip. Take care for now. Bye.